need that we're creating this curriculum with them to provide the employees on the other side that they want. I don't know. All right. Those short-term trainings are fantastic. And the good thing about that, again, we talked 7 careers in a lifetime. So to be able to take a 12-week thing, 3 months, be able to flip the switch and do something else and have the credentials to do it, make a living, not just get by, that's amazing. Just me.
How flexible are the trainings?
Very. I'm glad you asked, because most of the time, like for instance, the 5 to 6 week training part in classroom is only like 3 days a week. And the Carthage one we did for building trades was at night. So people could have school or work and still be able to take the training. That was awesome. We've never been able to do that before, so that was really cool. And it was only like 5 to 8 or something, you know, 2 or 3 times a week. And then the paid training part at the end, you know, that's where we can, they're pretty flexible, but they do want you to get some training out of it. You're not just going to go work for somebody and get paid and they get free labor. They want you to be able to learn something from them. So by the time that work is over, they can say they get it or they don't get it. You know, we got that in too. That's all right. Sure. No, that's somebody else. All right, all right. I don't want to ignore anybody. Did you know? This is the biggest thing that we were talking about earlier about partnering, you know. We partner with a lot of different people. So again, it's a great resource for you. Even on our website, that's, here, I had to go back, that's so cool. Sectorready.org. If you go to that website, we have something called our Resource Navigator on there. And the nice thing about that is you can go on there and put clothes or food, counseling, addiction, and it'll pop up all of our local people that we work with that help in those categories. So we work with both rehab, Missouri Work Assistance, AARP, just to name a few, probation and parole, Ozark Center. There's a ton of places that we work with because, again, our funding is very specific, just like everybody, especially nonprofits. You get the funding, but you got to do it this way. You can't spend it this way, you got to spend it this way. But by teaming up with as many people as we can, we kind of get around some of those obstacles. So it's just a great place to find out. If you need help, especially in the workforce or just living, really, it's a great place to go and start. Several monthly seminars, we talked about those already. Again, just another kind of reminder that they're available. Those are available. There's usually two to three workshops a week. They're always different. The calendar for those are on the website, the jobs.mo.gov website, so you can check it out in advance to know what one you want to take in. I don't think you have to sign up for those, you just show up. The NCRC by ACT, again, we talked about that. There are walk-ins available, but I suggest you either stop by or call. And stopping by is the best way always, but you can stop by and either schedule that, or if it's available and you want to do it right then, you can just go knock it out. I suggest people do that though. Everyone should have their NCRC. Alright. You like that?
Yeah, that was cool.
We offer, oh, if you know anybody, anywhere from the age of 16 to 24, anybody younger than 24? I was going to say, come on. Well, how old are you, bro?
18.
What? Yes. So we have not only all the services that we talked about, especially if you're 18, are available for you through the Job Center, but we also have more funding available for people between that age range of 16 to 24. So even though you qualify for the Job Center stuff, you also qualify for the youth stuff. So if they're having a summer job program, which might be cool because you're, you know, a little cash during the summer, they have those available for you and it's set up just for you. You know, like I couldn't help you with that. You know what I mean? But it's so, and every year we're looking for candidates for stuff like that. It's called FutureLink. And it's available at the Job Center. You would just want to ask for the FutureLink program. By the time they find out how old you are, they should offer it to you, but it doesn't hurt to ask. But and anybody you know in that age range, if they need help getting through high school, if they need help getting their GED or their HSE, if they need help finding a job, if they're a parent already, if they're living out of the house with friends, those are people that we can help immediately. And we have all kinds of stuff. They get cash for taking the NCRC. I mean, so there's a lot of ways that we can financially help those people that is separate from the Job Center but still included in the Job Center.
Does that mean it can help with tuition and books for college?
Sometimes you have to check with them to get specific instruction on that because it has changed quite a bit. But yes, I know that in certain cases we paid for everything from books to stethoscopes to scrubs to steel-toed boots to the mask.
I'm in that program.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome. I hope it works. Veterans as well. We have a dedicated staff. They have priority at the job center. If they come in, they get taken care of immediately. We have people set aside to speak just to them. We have employers that work with what we call the Show Me Heroes program that can help veterans get hired and really understand how to translate their military skills to civilian skills. One of the hardest things to do for military people. You come back, I drive a tank. How's that working? Like in flat, you know what I mean? So they help them with that, and they help them translate those skills and really break down those barriers. And we're getting ready to have, in case anybody's interested, on October 23rd, we're going to have a veterans hiring event at the BFW in Joplin. It's the second or third time they've done that. And then there's a couple events before that. I want to say it's the 19th and the 22nd, but you can check their Facebook and their website. They're having where they're helping vets and their families get their resumes ready, helping them with interview workshops, whatever it takes to get them ready for the hiring event. The hiring event will be for veterans and their families the first part of the day, and then the last couple hours, I think like 3 to 6 or something, is open for the public. So it'll be a hiring event for anyone that wants to go. So know that that's happening October 23rd at the BFW. Any veterans in here? Anyone?
We do have veterans in our program.
You do? We will provide referrals to supporting partners. This one's really cool. Again, like let's say vocational rehabilitation. We realize, okay, you come in and you say, I have a disability to where I can't see, to where I can't read instructions very well without assistive technology. They would actually get in touch with Missouri Work Assistance, with Voc Rehab, both, to make sure that, first of all, they know employers that either have that equipment or are sensitive to it already that can help with placement, and then they also help get the equipment so that the person with the disability wouldn't have to necessarily provide that. They would provide it. So it just, I think the biggest thing is that, again, that big, just think of that as that big net that we're trying to build, and we're just trying to fill it in as much as possible so we can catch everybody that we can. And that's where we will say, instead of just, I can help you with your job, I realize you're homeless, good luck, here's a job referral. How's that work? That doesn't work. I can't change, I can't get ready, I mean, but here's this, now I'm gonna send you to Catholic Charities, because we can get you there. You know what I mean? So we provide those referrals. And people can take a sticker, they can use your referral, you know, hopefully we can serve more people. How to be successful? Hey man, I'm not telling you guys anything you don't know. You're already committed. You're doing your thing right here at MSSU. Go Lions. Go Lions. Commitment. Getting a job, a full-time job. Again, I get that. Man, there ain't no jobs in this area. I ain't gonna get no job. And you go, well, have you looked at the jobs on the web? No. Have you gone to a job fair? Because there's about one every day somewhere. No. Where have you applied them? No, I did a couple online, you know, but I didn't follow up or anything. It's like, my goodness, man. I mean, so how important is it to you? You know, I mean, I remember I wanted to do radio. Okay, just real quick. I started doing radio literally, it was 4:30 in the morning. I'd show up at the radio station, and I would knock on the back window so that the guy from the rock station would let me in so I could do mornings with Howie on the pop station, because he was probably too messed up from the night before to be there on time. I worked there for a year and a half while that company was in bankruptcy, so I didn't get paid. I worked there for free for a year and a half, and I asked every month, same day, every month, to the same GM every month, will you hire me yet? Are we out of this yet? I told you, I won't tell you what happens, I won't tell you. And they hired me in commitment. I knew it was the right fit for me. I knew I was where I needed to be, and I was going to do whatever it took to get there. And man, when you're talking about jobs and careers, whether you have a degree or not, if you want to be successful, and I can only give you one piece of advice, this piece of advice has served me well through my entire life. Be willing to do what the other guy isn't. That'll always set you apart. Always set you apart. Be willing to do what the other guy isn't. They turned in a resume, but was it in a nice manila envelope? I mean, did they talk to the guy? Did they shake his hand? Did they look him in the eye? I'm going to do everything I can every time. Be committed to that. It will serve you well, I promise you. It's not always easy to do. Communication, you know, especially for you guys, you're not technically manila. What do you like? Gen Y, Z, X, Q, P, I don't know. For older people that may be in charge, that you're dealing with to try to get a career, they have a problem communicating with you. They don't understand how to talk to you. And they don't think you give a crap about talking to them. Just tell you, I mean, dude, I do millennial training. I'm telling you, I hear the craziest things come out of their mouth, and they just don't get it. They ain't never gonna come work after. That's the problem. They don't want to get a job doing things. And I explained, I was in a board meeting talking to the president of a bank, and I literally said in front of God and everybody, if you think these kids are gonna come up and work for you for $7.75 an hour and make you rich, you are crazy. They're done. You'll never get any of them. But if you want to commit to the community and you want to commit to their betterment, their families, and enrich the people around them, you might have a shot. You might have a shot. I mean, I saw a product on the shelf the other day, and they donate to like rescue dogs. And I'm like, of course you do. It makes sense. How many different products of the same exact thing, maybe even a better value, better quality, did they pass by to pick this bottle up because it helps rescue dogs? It's the kind of stuff they're going to have to deal with, and they're going to have to learn how to communicate with you to be successful. And I'm telling you, they're going to classes, they're taking workshops, they're watching YouTube videos, they are trying. So if you tried also, imagine what a beautiful world it'll be. And you guys have to dumb it down a little bit. I'm just being honest, and you're going to have to talk their language and be willing to communicate, again, willing to do what the other guy's not. If you have to stop and say, okay, I won't Instagram you, boss, I'll text you. Go to their level, do whatever you have to do to make that transition as easy for you as possible, because their company's going to go on with you or without you. So this is for you. You're the only one that's going to benefit from any of this stuff. Expectations, man, and this is a big one. Employers have no problem telling you what they expect. You know, you got to be here by 8, we only take 1 break, you get 1 lunch, you got to clock in, you got to clock out. But what about us? Worst thing you can do is want something so bad. I want to work for, I don't even think IBM, I want to work for IBM so bad. I'll take anything, I'll do anything. And you're there 3 weeks going, I hate IBM. I didn't know it was going to be like this. I never work Wednesdays. I would have never agreed to this. Then tell them that. Set your expectation as well. Even if it costs you a spot, is it really the spot you want to be in if you've got to compromise who you are and what you want to do with your life? Because believe me, I missed a lot of kids stuff, man, and it was a trade-off, and I understood it and I got it, and I'm reaping some of those rewards, but I also will never be able to go back. So make sure that you're fulfilling your life the way that your life needs to be fulfilled for you, because your happiness is the only thing that's going to keep you above everybody else. And you're the one that, man, I know everybody picks, they nag, Facebook this, but you control that, you really do. You can control that, and that's how you succeed. I don't know. I'm old. I get crazy talking about this stuff, I love it. Let's see, stay connected. This again, we talked about this. If you want to write down a website again, it's still at sectorready.org. But if you put a backslash and type in texting and enter that, it'll go to a texting page. And on that page, or not texting page, an information page, that's the page I try to keep up to date with everything we have going. So if we have manufacturing tours coming up, there's something on it up there. If we have the job center's got the next 30 days worth of job fairs, time-based locations, what they're hiring for, I put that on there. We put more information about our podcast channels are on there if you want to listen to the latest job podcast that we have. All that stuff is going to be on that landing page so that we can try to keep you. It's hard, man. When I got here, they didn't have a Facebook page. So to have any of this is amazing, and we're learning. We got old people trying to figure it out. So we're moving slow, but we're getting there.
What was it?
It's sectorready.org/texting. Just texting. And then also, if you want to write access underscore points, if you put that like sectorready.org/access underscore points, that will take you to our Access Point website, which is really cool for you too. And I'll send you all these links if you like.
Please.
The Access Point website, or the page, the nice thing about it is we serve 7 counties in Southwest Missouri, but we only have 3 job centers. That's tough to do in Joplin, Neosho, and Monette if I live in Jane, Missouri on the border of Arkansas and I'm unemployed. I can't afford to go to Joplin and check my website or do. So we've set up access points. We've either worked out with libraries, colleges, chambers, where we set up a laptop computer. We leave a reference book about jobs.mo.gov, so you don't have to try to split a screen this big to read instructions and do something. You can read the instructions and do it. We have a reference book, a thing that identifies that we're an access point. There's an orientation to the access point. Hey, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. There's a introduction video to the access point there. There's also an introduction video to the job center there. So for folks that you know that you might want to send to the job center, they can check that out. And it's kind of like this PowerPoint video. Weekly updates on the texting service. Again, it's just a great way to go. And again, it's free. And again, you can opt out at any time. So maybe you're doing it for a job, you get a job, you don't need it anymore. You can get out there. Oh, I talked about that too early. Access points. That's where they're at. I told you. The access points again, we have them in Carthage, Joplin, Monette, Mount Vernon, Lamar, Cashville, Eagle Rock, Pierce City, Purdy, Shell Knob, Aurora, Miller. They're everywhere, and they can use it. And there should be someone there that can help them as well. Oh, and the nice thing about it is they can Google message the job center if we're kind of short-handed like everybody, but if they're not with a customer and they see that somebody's Google messaging, they can talk to them in real time. Say, hey, what can I help you with? And it's face-to-face. It's wild, it's crazy. But that's happening right now. And then our office hours, of course, 8 to 4:30 Monday through Friday, Thursdays 9 to 4:30. Limited access during lunch, because people go to lunch. There's only a couple people to help, but you can always be helped. They're never shut down. You can always use the copier, fax machine, and telephone. Yes, I said fax machine. They still work, believe it or not, not many, but they still work. Free computer use, they have them up there if you want to create your resume, if you want to do job searches, whatever you want to do, they do have computers that you can use up there in case you don't have one, or Wi-Fi. I told you about the centers where they have those and the access points. On-site representatives. At the job center in Joplin, they do have these folks in our building that are partnering with us, and they're in there right now. So if you want to...
rehab in there now?
Limited.
It's been a while since I asked about it, so. Okay.
Yep, the Veterans Commission and even AARP, so, and I'm trying to think, that's it, kids. So I guess the big, like I said, the main thing is if you have anything career-oriented at all, no matter the beginning, the end, wherever you're at, the job center is available for you at no charge. And if nothing else, they're great. I won't want to call them counselors. I want to call them coaches. And I've talked to them about, we may even go through the life coaching thing for them, because that's really what they do. They just help you get where you want to go. They don't have a predetermined thing. We got to push OJTs this month, guys. Everybody's getting OJT. You know, they don't do that. You know, they listen to you. They find out where you're at and where you want to go, and then we try to help you get there. Same thing for everybody. So I like to think we teach, or we take each case individually and try to do the best we can every single time.
Do you guys have any questions for me? Bubba, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Very informative.
Oh, good. I hope so.
Very
It was a
informative.
blast. I hope you guys get something out of it. And I'm over at the WIB. It's, like I said, the job center people are the ones that really do this work, you know what I mean? But I see people all the time. If you ever have a question for me, I'm easy to find. And if I can't help you, I'll always put you in a place where somebody can. So, all right.
Thank you
Good luck to
very
you guys.
much.
Oh, my pleasure.
And what's Google Message?
Oh,